It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
This is just beyond that.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Good. Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Browns first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that point.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and it puts some doubt in their minds.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The stop made by Andrew Billy.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
And it looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Come on, bro.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens nothing.
There's still 3 bitches
Set
to the
now to
floor.
kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Wait a minute, motherfucker. Oh!
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Sliding out of the pocket. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ingram.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Never had this shit like in that school.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again. He's got Snead. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
10 at the 29-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you
What was he doing?
look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. There's the stiff arm. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Browns drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The stop.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate at home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia indecisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle is at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield with it once more. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought down for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So time it up for a kickoff.
But only get what I
5
gotta be
seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return.
Only get what I got in the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Oh, that shit. Remember me.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
They'll buy some time right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left.
Damn, that's the wrong button, dog.
Jackson going to be intercepted.
Oh, I hate they take the buttons down. I don't know these people, man.
To the 22. Tough one there. First drive of the
Damn, I wish they keep the button up. Bro, I don't know who that man is, man.
And even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right
Damn,
now?
dog. Man running right in front of me. I can't even see the man's name. I don't know who he is. I'm pressing bot, hoping it ain't him.
This type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covering quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I don't know who brought it in front of me. Now they're pressing any
A
button.
chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage.
He's stuck in a man heavy.
Is less than ideal.
He's stuck in a man heavy,
Just about
Lord.
any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The man head was stuck in the man heavy. While he's going forward, he's over there stuck.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And that's going to be caught for the Lions. Touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Lions take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Browns 28, Ravens 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coaches...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
The score, Browns 28, Ravens 14.
Jackson steps away to his left. He uncorks it for Snead, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think
and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Mayfield. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper